All right. So when somebody first approaches you and says, "Hey, I want your services," what's the first thing that happens after that, or like the next step that happens after that?
Okay. So the next thing, so once they ask about the services, and they're usually a little shy because they're figuring, oh, okay, I know I'm gonna have to pay something, and this is gonna be a problem, and I don't even want to know how much this lady charges. So the first thing out of my mouth is, I want you to understand that I'm free. And they're like, free? Like free, like nothing else. I'm like, no, free. I said, but what I need from you is a commitment. I need a commitment that you are committed to go through this process with me, to trust the process. So the very first step is we have a one-on-one and you get to interview me. So everyone gets to interview me.
Okay.
This way they can see, well, is this lady a nut? What's her deal? She's a matchmaker, and people are out here charging anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 for this service,
Right.
and she's not charging anything. So you need to interview me to make sure that I'm not a nut.
Okay.
Right? That's what I tell them.
Right. Right.
So once they get past that and see that, okay, she's good, then I ask them and I tell them, I said, listen, we're going to sit down and I'm going to dig into some things that might be uncomfortable for you. So you have to agree and understand to trust me. So it's a confidentiality thing. I'm not going to divulge any of this to anyone else. I need this information so that I can match you properly, but you have to trust me. So once they agree to that, we have our one-on-one. Sometimes I tell them at least an hour, but I've been on the phone for 4 hours with some people because it's actually a therapy session sometimes.
Yeah, I believe it. You start digging, and people start finding stuff out about themselves in real time, and touching on subjects they probably haven't touched on in years.
Absolutely.
So I can definitely see how that can be a pretty thorough.
Absolutely. And some people find at the end of those one-on-ones, they find that they're not ready to date. They had no idea that they weren't ready to date. And I tell them, listen, this is not it for us. I don't know if you're ready to date, but guess what? Still continue to call me. Let's talk, and we'll get you ready. And I've had plenty of cases like that where they have become, ready. So that's why that conversation is necessary to see if they're really ready.
Okay. Thank you for watching the Vibe Cultivator Network. For more clips, interviews, and original content, subscribe to the Vibe Cultivator Network on YouTube.
And for exclusive content, become a patron of the Vibe Cultivator Network, available on Patreon only.